What up, world? What up, me? This is Drewize. Come at like this. Drewize Topics this morning. Topic is, I want to talk about God, you know, and I believe in God and I bow down to God, and acknowledge Him as that I am Lord God, that is Jehovah, you know. So I want to talk about God, and the topic is God is not a spirit. God is a being, and you got to be careful what you hear about God. Whoever, whatever talks about God, you got to be careful what you hear. Okay, now I read the Holy Bible like a regular book. I read it. I'm in the book of Ruth. I just got finished with the book of Judges. So I'm still in the Old Testament and the book of Ruth. I read the word like a regular book. Just open it, read paragraphs, you know. So I get an understanding of it. Read the Old and then eventually get to the New Testament. Yeah. But I think in my mind, when people of religion say God is a spirit, I don't believe that in my heart and I don't believe that in my mind. Because the I am, he said, let us create man in our image. Think about it. Just think about it. When you go to a mirror, because you cannot see yourself unless you go to a mirror. And once you see yourself in the mirror, or you take a picture of yourself, that's your image. If the mirror, gives off a reflection, of your image. So when he said, "Let us create man in our image," God looks like us, but he is not us. God is a being, that got some hands and a full body, feet, and a face, because this is how I think, and this is what I believe. When he created Adam, God spoke to Adam, Adam spoke to God. Adam saw God, But when Adam disobeyed and listened to the persuasion of his wife, that is Eve, the helpmate, Eve, when she was persuaded by Satan, to eat from the tree, the fruit and stuff, and she gave that to him, Adam, and that's how he failed. So God saw that when he told Adam, do not eat of this particular tree. If you eat of this particular tree, you should surely die. So God found out, he ate from that tree. Adam saw God, God saw Adam. So God kicked Adam out of the garden, and took away the sight. Adam couldn't see God anymore. He took away the sight, it took away that little God immortal lifestyle from Adam and Eve, But anyways, but God is not a spirit. God is not a spirit. I don't think God is a spirit. I don't believe God is a spirit. I think God is a being that has a full image body that we cannot see anymore because of the fall of Adam. That's what I think. Believe what you want, people of religion. Believe what you want and say what you want. This is what I believe, because like I said, if he said, let's create man in our image, image. Now, we look like God, but we're not God, And when you look at yourself in the mirror, that's your image, Wake up. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. So that's that. You got to be careful what you hear from someone that talks about God and say this and that to make you believe. You know, that can strike up and plant seeds in your mind sometimes of false doctrine and false and lies and deceit and stuff like that. You got to be careful. And you got to be careful of who and what talk about Jesus. You got to be careful. You know, you got to be careful. For example, now, I don't talk to some of my relatives because I don't know some of my relatives on my father's side. Now, my father's mother, you know, I start talking to her, you know, which is she my grandmother. And I stopped talking to her because of this reason. She tried to plant a seed in my mind to make me believe a God named Inky was so powerful that he dug up gold. What? Dug up gold. You know, and I did research and I thought about it. I say, why would a God that is so powerful dig up gold, which is gold and silver is only for human resources purposes only to use? Why would a God do that? You know, why? I said, Lord, this don't make no sense. You trying to plant a seed in my mind of false doctrine and all that stuff like that. I'm not listening to this. You know what I'm saying? I told her this, you know what I'm saying? And I said, oh, honestly, I don't know you in the first place. And we stopped talking. You know? True enough, that's my grandmother in the day, but I don't know this woman, you know? But if you're so powerful as a God, what you're going to do is make the lower beings, which is us, the lower beings, you know, come down in a form and show, perform this and this and that, and say, I am this and that. I am the God. I am the Lord. And that being, Lord being, sees that and bows down to that and surrender and things like that, submit and stuff, you know. God is not interested in gold and silver. God is not, you know what I'm saying? He ain't interested in no gold and nothing like that. God is only interested in people that shows improvement and letting people know I am, you know. That's it. You know, so, I mean, God is not a spirit, you know, and you got to be careful what you hear from other people talks about God and stuff like that. You got to be careful. And see, people of religion says that, you know what I'm saying, says God is a spirit. They misinterpret, you know what I'm saying, because all honesty, God raises man and woman to have effect on each other. Spirit cannot do that. You know what I'm saying? Spirit cannot do that. You know, this is what I think. God raised who? Moses to have effect on the children of Israel and stuff like that. You know? And Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and things like that. Said, let my people go and stuff like that. Who else? King David, you know what I'm saying, had effect on people. You know what I'm saying? Samson had effect on people. You know? Come on. See, people talk that talk to make you believe and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Spirit doesn't have effect on people. Man and women that's risen by God has effect on people. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think in my mind and my heart. I don't care how well you come at it with so much common sense and try to reason with me, but you're not going to reason with me because I stand on my thought and what I feel in my heart and what I think. You know what I'm saying? You can't change my mind. You know what I'm saying? I messaged not messaging myself. I post a post on Twitter, and my Twitter is connected with my Facebook. I said something about that. I said people of religion need to realize God is not a spirit. You know what I'm saying? He's not a spirit. God has a full body, and God is a being, and he took that sight from us, from seeing him because of the fall of Adam. You know what I'm saying? One of my friends I know of, his father messaged me, on Facebook saying, wrong, my friend. See, people don't look at that. They don't look at that. You know what I'm saying? Don't think about it. If he said, let us create man in our image. You know what I'm saying? In our image. So when I'm doing this video, and I play it back to myself, or I take a picture of myself, or I look in the mirror or something like that, I see my image. You know what I'm saying? I can't see myself unless I'm looking at something that reflects back to me and give a signal to my eyes and stuff like that. Come on. That's why I don't fool with religion. I don't fool with religion. I can't stand religion. You know what I'm saying? I cannot stand it. You know what I'm saying? Because religion was all thought of by a so-called man that was imperfection and stuff like that. For real. That go through trouble and drifted away from perfection from God. An imperfection man thought of religion. And that's why you got all these religions today, from A through Z. You know what I'm saying? Claiming they're the true religion. We the right religion. We the only ones gonna make it in and stuff like that. And your religion is going to hell and stuff like that. I hate religion. I can't stand religion. You know what I'm saying? In all honesty, religion is a way, especially Christianity, is a slave organized organization. You know what I'm saying? And really, religion is for design of control man, woman, and child. You know what I'm saying? I cannot stand religion. I hate religion. You know what I'm saying? For real. The true religion in God, that is obedience. You know what I'm saying? That's the true religion. Obedience to the I am. Jehovah Jireh, and Yahweh. And Jehovah got many names. You know what I'm saying? The true religion of God is obedience. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. Submission, bowing, you know what I'm saying? Surrendering, leaning on, trust. Put your strength, your whole strength, and your whole mind, your whole heart in God. Stuff like that. People in religion don't get it. You know what I'm saying? People don't get it. They think how they want to think. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody trying to talk to me about God, I don't really like talking about it because everybody got their different opinions and try to make me believe and stuff like that. I say, well, I have to go. You know what I'm saying? Because all honesty, I don't like talking to God about other people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't. Because everybody got their belief and try to persuade you to believe in God when it's the opposite of what you believe. So that's that. God is not a spirit. God is a being. A being that has a full image, body, that we as humans in this time cannot see at all. Because he took that sight from us because of the fall of man. The first man that was created, that was Adam, because of his fault. One person screws it up, mess up for everybody, And you got to be careful what you hear from who and what talks about God. Because they can lead you the wrong way and plant seeds in your mind that is false and deceiving and stuff like that, and lies, false doctrine. Yes. Drewize Topics, I am Drewize, You can post a comment about what I just said if you like to, people that believes in God, that goes to church or whatever you go, you believe in God strongly, like, share, subscribe. I am Drewize. This is Drewize Topics. Peace.